Hello friends, day after tomorrow is our examination for CA final costing. I wish all the best to all of you. May God bless you for your examination. I thought about sharing ABC analysis of advanced management accounting. So this video is primarily based for old course students only. For new course students, I have shared a separate video wherein I have discussed about the ABC analysis of new course. So new course students are requested to go through that particular video. I will share the link of new course video in the description. As far as old course is concerned, see my dear friends, I'm not going ahead with any wild guesses. I'm not going ahead with any wild guesses. What you need to do, I have classified the curriculum into 4 parts. I have not taken the names of chapter names of study material. Rather, I have preferred to take topic wise names so that it will be easy for you to classify in a better manner. Because if I talk about, let us say, chapter 1 of study material, it is such a big chapter which consists of several concepts, and cumulatively it is very difficult for you to analyze that which topic is more important after that particular chapter. So I preferred to classify the topics rather than chapters. I have classified the topics into 4 parts. First part is easy and important. Second is easy and unimportant. Third is laborious but important. And fourth is laborious but unimportant. I'm not saying that, let us say, laborious but unimportant is the topic from which you will not have any question. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm trying to say here is that, my dear friends, I have just noted down the trend for last 4-5 attempts. I'm not going to make any wild guesses for anything. But yes, I will definitely suggest you to go ahead with topics such as activity-based costing, simulation. See here, activity-based costing, it is coming in almost every attempt, be it is directly a question from activity-based costing, it may be a question from direct product profitability or customer profitability analysis. Similarly, there is always a question from simulation and throughput accounting, etc. Throughput accounting, which I have included in budgeting, but obviously in almost every attempt you will find a question from throughput accounting or theory of constraints, which is also known as synchronous manufacturing. But I will also say that there is a question from budgeting as well. Rest, I will say that rest, if I will comment on anything, yes, there is obviously one question from standard costing and transfer pricing in every attempt. But other than that, if I will suggest you anything, it will be completely wild guess. Believe me, I will not suggest you to do any wild guesses for your examination, because uh, I believe that wild guesses leads to failure. Rather, what you need to do is, I will not say that you shall follow this approach only. What you need to do in these 1.5 days, you need to go through whatever easy topics are there. First of all, you shall go through those easy topics. And out of those topics as well, I will suggest you to go ahead with important topics. For example, here, as per me, as per examination trend, these are the important topics. And these are less important or unimportant topics, although they are easy, but they are less important. So first we shall classify these categories so that we shall be able to concentrate more on the subject, on the topics that will consist of more marks. That is what my objective is in this particular video. I will not suggest you that you shall blindly follow it. What I'm suggesting you is you shall go ahead with your wisdom, because herein I have just noted down the trend. This will just help you to understand that what is the trend and what are the easy topics, what are the unimportant or important topics. This will help you in understand how we can score well in initial few hours of a few hours. For example, if there is a examination of 3 hours, we all know, so in 1.5 hour, how to score well? Obviously, in examination, you will score well by attempting easy topics first, in which you are confident. You shall always go ahead with those particular topics. With this, I am addressing one more question that usually students have a query that whether, sir, whether we shall attempt first question first, or we can attempt any question first. Remember, there is nothing as such that you shall attempt only question number 1 first. Rather, even if you do not attempt question number 1, despite the fact that it is compulsory, it does not create any difference. What are you saying, sir? You are saying that compulsory question shall not be attempted. I'm not saying that you shall not attempt the compulsory question. Rather, what I'm saying is, let us see. For example, we have 7 questions in your examination paper. Out of first question is compulsory. Out of remaining 6, you are supposed to do 5 questions. Last question will consist of one internal choice. Now, what I am suggesting here is that what you need to do is you shall choose out of remaining, means out of second to seventh number question, you shall choose first. You shall go ahead for question number 1 only at the end. Why? Because unless it is the question that is very easy for you. Why? Because it consists of typically 4 parts, and it is usually seen that these 4 parts consumes very much amount of time. So I always suggest that do not worry at all. It's not like that if question 1 is compulsory, then you shall compulsorily do it. It means, let us say you know 80 marks paper only, then do not worry. If you don't know question number 1, do not go ahead with that. It doesn't mean that you need to compulsory do question number 1 even if you don't know about the same. What it means is that if there is a choice, you do not have any choice for question number 1. If you are doing certain questions, you do not have any choice for question number 1, but there is choice for remaining questions. That's the only meaning. You can definitely skip question number 1, but it doesn't mean that you can substantiate that question number 1 with any other question. That is the meaning. Obviously, if you know the question number 1, why will you skip it? Why will you skip it? You will definitely try to attempt that particular question, but if you are not comfortable in question number 1, you can definitely skip it, or you can shift it for later half. You can think in this way that okay, fine, let me do first the questions in which I am comfortable. You will definitely try to do those questions in which you are really comfortable. Fine, first you will do those questions, and at later half or at the end of the very paper, you will try to do question number 1. Not only question number 1, whatever question you are feeling difficult, you shall try at the end. And yes, in the start, you shall keep your speed at most. What I mean to say is, आपकी जितनी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप स्पीड लगा सकते हो, उतनी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्पीड से पेपर करो. ये नहीं कि शुरुआत में तो धीरे धीरे आराम से लिख रहे हैं, एंड एट द एंड यू आर राइटिंग एट अ स्पीड ऑफ शताब्दी ट्रेन. You shall start writing very fast from the very first instance itself. With this, may God bless you, best of luck, and may God bless you best of your marks. Bye bye.